Hey everybody, I just figured I would share a little upkeep project. Everybody's pretty familiar with the Bora Centipede bases and tops. I do a lot of job site work at customers' houses, and these guys, not only have they been used for staining and polying, chop saw station, table saw, stacked lumber, sanding, whatever, but they've also gotten a little bit of moisture riding around the back of a pickup truck or set up outside in a customer's garage or whatever. So the first thing I did is I took some somewhat used 150 grit sandpaper. I'm a big fan of using sandpaper until it's absolutely done. And all I was trying to do was knock off any glue, which popped off pretty easy, any schmutz or whatever, goop. Took an air hose, blew off the dust. I had a can of this water-based polyurethane gloss left over from a job, about 3/4 of it. So I just basically misted everything. Now MDF's going to soak that in, but it's just going to help harden up a little bit. So I'm at the stage where I'm just wiping on a little bit of this Minwax paste, and this finishing wax is awesome for all of your shop tools, that with tables and any work surfaces, you know, after it's hardened. Gives it a good layer of protection, but it also just helps things like really slide without friction. Then I'm taking one of these dogs that I've put, you know, a little bit of wax on, and I'm just going down inside of each one of the holes. And this is also, you know, getting some of the wax that is catching on the edge as I'm wiping, but also getting a little bit of that wax down into each one of the holes for, again, a little bit of added protection. So now that I've gone over the whole table with the paste, just go back with a buffing cloth and you just buff it so that it doesn't have that tacky or frictiony feel, and then, oh my goodness, is it smooth. I've had a few people ask me about these fasteners and how they can be a little bit finicky and a pain in the ass to get off. The secret is you just can't be dainty with it. You gotta grab a hold of that handle and, you know, shake the table a little bit, lift it, get that sucker to line up, and then it'll pull right out. But if you try and, you know, go slow and soft, it's not meant for that. That's a work table. Well, I just want to share with you guys how I set the table on to the Centipede itself. As you know, this thing will pinch the heck out of your fingers. I ignore the handles, I ignore the seam. I grab it on the far side and this close side, lift, slowly close it, support it by my knee, remove this hand, and then grab and go. So, and it's just the reverse order to set it down. If you have one of those 4x8 or 4x6s and you have a middle panel, I'll do the same thing. I'll come up to the table, I'll grab a close side, I'll grab the far side, I'll slowly open it, and I'll set it down. I'll keep my fingers away from the jaws of death. You do the same and you will appreciate it and save yourself a lot of pain and suffering.